All right, the House gets back to work tomorrow.
Congressman Steve Cohen is here with a preview. Congressman, welcome back to Live at 9. Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to you and Mary Beth.
So how do we start things off? What is priority number one in your estimation?
For the Democrats, it's going to be the minimum wage law, trying to get to $10.10, which, based on inflation and economic models, it's the same as it was back like in 1950-something. And getting the people with unemployment insurance, their unemployment insurance continued, emergency unemployment insurance, which people today will be the first day they don't get their checks. That's going to hurt the economy, but beyond, it's going to hurt the vulnerable people who cannot get a job, who need this for themselves and their families.
But to cut a deal, how likely is that to happen, though?
It's going to be very tough. The Republicans are more concerned with the bottom line on the budget. This helps the economy, it helps people survive, but the Republicans in the House will not be for it. So that's going to be a real gap.
Can you make the argument, though, and are people preparing to make the argument, showing hard numbers, that if folks have some income, as in unemployment benefits, they will spend income, maybe keep the economy afloat?
We make that argument all the time, and there's no question about it. People getting unemployment are going to spend every penny they get, and it's going to help businesses, groceries and service stations, and you name it, because they spend every penny. But they're really not concerned about the economy, and a lot of this is the effort. Part of it's philosophic, but part of it's they don't want Obama to succeed. And when the economy improves, Obama looks better. They don't want Obama to look better. They want to win the 2016 election. I was talking to Beverly Marrero just over this past week. When I was in the legislature, there was never an agenda by the Democrats or the Republicans to try to get the other guy come election time. That's what we have in Washington.
But some people will say, isn't it a give and take, though? Democrats are going to have to give a little, Republicans are going to have to give. What do you think Democrats could give in this process?
Well, we've always been willing to give tax breaks for oil companies, which Republicans hold sacred. We've always been willing to, quote-unquote, give some defense spending, where we have the F-15 rocket. One of those is billions of dollars, and we don't need them. And the Defense Department has said we don't need them. But to the Republicans, it's sacrosanct. They won't cut any defense. They won't cut any oil breaks to the oil companies. And that's just wrong. So that's one of the divisions. And they're pro-business, as they say, but really they're pro-businessman. And they're against the middle class and the average citizen who needs help.
This acrimony, though, did it really just start with this administration? It seems to me the Democrats pushed back a lot during the Bush years as well. So where did the acrimony really start? And you guys are going to be out of the job. I mean, at some point, the people in Congress have to recognize that you have the lowest approval rating in history. So, I mean, the Congress is going to have to start working together, whether it's Democrats going a little further or Republicans coming to the middle. I mean,
there's no question about that, Mary Beth, but there doesn't seem to be. We did get the budget passed this time. It was tough, and Speaker Boehner stepped up to the plate, and he told the Tea Party folk, back off, you're wrong, and what you did was wrong, and the government shutdown was wrong. Speaker Boehner needs to maintain that stance. The Republican Party is not evil. There are a lot of good Republicans. And just that there's a group in the Republican Party that is anti-government, the Tea Party folk, and they don't want it to work, and they like the mischief, and they like the shutdown, and they'd like to see government just disappear. So Speaker Boehner's got to get those people in line. He did it on the budget. Hopefully we can do it when we get a farm bill passed. Hopefully we get an immigration bill passed. Hopefully we can get the unemployment insurance continued and find some place we can work on it. When we need to get people out of prison, too, we need to make it retroactive on people in prison for crack and cocaine. It's ridiculous to waste government money.
Is that going to be one of your priorities?
It has been, and I've been urging the president to use his commutation power. He let 8 people commuted their sentences and pardoned 7 at Christmas. That's like trying to empty the ocean with a spoon. We've got so many people in prison that don't belong there anymore. We've changed the laws on crack and cocaine. Those people should be out of prison with their families, given a second chance. And we shouldn't be spending money warehousing them.
Have about 30 seconds left here. What about unemployment? We've seen unemployment in Memphis as well as Shelby County drop a little bit. But, Congressman, what are we doing to bring more jobs to this area here?
Well, I've got several priorities working with the administration, and some of these are long-term projects. We're trying to get another Tiger grant. The Main Street to Main Street project's still going on. It'll be finished hopefully this summer, this fall. We're trying to get one that the mayor and I met with Secretary Fox when he came here on President's Island that will help create manufacturing jobs. I'm constantly sending Secretary Fox little notes, usually about D'Angelo Williams, but letting him know that Memphis is here and Charlotte, we're together and we need to get this done. So we're trying to get that. We're trying to get another choice neighborhood for foot homes or heritage trails, and we're trying to bring in, I'd like to get Memphis designated as one of the 20 cities that didn't get the recovery it needed, and get some major monies in here, and I continue to get on Secretary Donovan and the President's people on that. So, you know, I kind of constantly, you know, keep my nose to the millstone and grind and grind and grind and
keep going.
You know, yeah, right.
Took 20 years to get the lottery, so there you go.
Got some information we definitely have to share with you right there about the Affordable Care Act.
And January 20th, from 10 to noon at New Olivet Baptist Church, you can get a lot of information, education and volunteer training. This is for who this is. Some estimated 6 million people now on insurance who didn't have it before, so there's a lot of need for this.
That's our MLK service project for the day.
Awesome.
We're sponsoring that out of our office, where we'll work with Mayor Wharton, who's doing a project at Mason Temple, and we're having a meeting in our office in the Federal Building today from 10 to 12. If anybody wants to come down and ask a question, throw a brick, whatever, come on down.
We know where to be. All right, Congressman, thank you very much. Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year to you.
Get your bricks ready, just in case.
We'll be right back.